Good morning. I hope you are very well and welcome to Sue with the Q Tarot Inspiration and Practice. Excuse me. We are also having a full moon in Pisces. I have seen, I am no expert in astrology, but being a water sign, we are encouraged to let go of any emotional baggage that doesn't serve us, and I have done so. I have written out gratitude notes to people, energies that I'm ready to let go, and I burnt them safely in the stove, wishing them well and releasing. So maybe that's, we still have the full moon energy definitely for tonight and another couple of days, but there are many fabulous tarot and astrology readers out there, so maybe check them out. So let's see what the cards have for us today, if they'd like to come out, the jumpers. Okay, the death card wants to come out. It hopped out twice, so we'll take it as our first card. There we go. So, and speaking of, I find this so amazing, fascinating, uncanny almost. Speaking of the release of any emotional baggage that doesn't serve us anymore, this is the death card. Death card is not to be feared. It's a card of endings and beginnings, of rebirth. And we can see here that there is a dead person on the ground, but we also have the sun rising in the back here, and this white rose on a black flag, and a very calm horse and a very calm figure symbolizing death. It just shows us that everything has to come to an end, no matter your status or position. And in this time we just experienced the passing of a royal figure that has been in her position for 70 years, and everybody passes on to the next realm. But we have down here the back two pillars. There is a path for renewal and a sunrise and a blue sky. So how wonderful for it to come out with the message of releasing anything that doesn't serve us any longer, and being grateful for the teachings it brought us. Let's see what comes out with it. We have the Five of Wands, which is a card of sometimes seen as a card of competition, but they're all equals in here. And it's also, it can be seen as a card of a message of sparring and measuring ourselves with our within our field, rather than in a competitive negative set of fighting. It's good to spar with people in our field. It's interesting to meet our tribe and to compare notes. And also it's a card of adventure. I think one of the tarot readers mentions Indiana Jones, as he symbolizes this card of as the Indiana Jones card of tarot. So going out there into the world, and we see this path coming along here, so we can spar and then move on, go on our way, and continue our life's journey. There are no mountains or clouds. It's a very positive card, really. And new beginnings could also mean, and if it is, again, letting go of, if you have competitive fears, or if there is some struggles going on, that's definitely one situation to release under this full moon that we're having right now. Certainly supported by the death card. Oh, here we go. We keep going with the releasing, and the Ten of Swords is like, this is dead. This is finished. This is over. And again, just like in the death card though, we have the sunrise, the clear sky and calm waters. And this person also makes a symbol here with his hand, and a symbol to the heavens of, I think it symbolizes connection to source or to the divine. And this person really tells us that that certain situation is it's finished, it's over. Another message I think in the swords is, and we're very clear about it, because swords are symbolizing clarity and logic, and there's just no going back. This is really all about letting go and being finished. But also it can be seen as being stuck to the ground, because maybe we have to shake off anything that's keeping us stuck and wander on our path. And all three cards really are very much telling us that message, in my opinion. Again, it's a general reading, and it's just there to inspire you or to reflect upon your own situation. And we continue on with this this path of swords here. So we may have become aware that we have endings and we have beginnings and rebirth, and this Eight of Swords is a lady in this case, but it's just an energy that has left the castle, but seems to be surrounded by swords and is blindfolded and bound. But nothing keeps her from taking off that blindfold, because if she just cut her ropes by one of the swords, she can take off her blindfold and very clearly see the path ahead. So very often we put ourselves into a self-inflicted prison, and we can actually take off the blinders and see the path clearly. It just requires awareness and clearing out anything, or even competitive thoughts we have ourselves, or a struggle, sparring, not knowing what to do, or fear of not being good enough to continue on our journey. But this is very, very much the perfect reading with this full moon of releasing anything that doesn't serve us. And the energy at the bottom of the deck is a beautiful energy. It's a lovely card, the Six of Pentacles, which is an equal balance. And we have the scales here encouraging us to balance giving and receiving, which is universal law. So what we put in must come back, and we can also choose how much to give of ourselves and wait for the reciprocity in return, and only continue giving if equal receiving is happening too. So on that note, I wish you a good day. Enjoy it. May you be able to reflect upon releasing emotional or physical baggage that doesn't serve you anymore. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining. If you'd like to like the video or even subscribe and share, I'd really appreciate it. Bye for now.